Good morning. I'm Christina Suengas, president of the Miami Figure Skating Club. I have the distinct opportunity to sit down with Ariana Silva Falcon, a long-term member of our figure skating club over 7 years, an avid reader, passionate about figure skating, and loves to travel. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me, Christina.
I was so impressed when I saw that Ariana has taken this opportunity to form the Teddy Bear Project, a non-for-profit organization assisting pregnant mothers in need in Venezuela. So I wanted to take a few minutes just to chat with you. You are 16 years old and in school, and something must have sparked your interest.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm Venezuelan, and all of my family is there mostly, and I have a cousin who's getting his psychology degree in school, right? And so he does a lot of nonprofit work, and he does a lot of charity work, like in his free time. So we're very close, so he'll send me pictures of what he's doing and things like that. And he was doing this specific project where he'd go over to an ambulatory hospital, and there was a group of pregnant women there, and he was like helping them out. They'd give them like education, little courses about, pregnancy and like what to expect after giving birth. And he sent me a video of one particular woman who made less than $1 a week. And she would only eat once a day because all her food would have to go to her other 2 kids. And so to me, it kind of like struck a chord in me because I realized that, I don't know, I never had seen, since I live in the U.S., where something as pregnancy is so, there's obviously difficulties, but there's not like that struggle and like fear that can come along with it, like this woman must go through every day. And I see in the pictures, they're smiling, but I know deep inside, like, the pain and the fear they're going through every day. So I kind of did a little research, and we went to CVS, and I bought some prenatal vitamins, and I shipped them over. And then, like, more women started to come to the project, and I started shipping over more and more. My mom bought me the first 2, but after that, I do have a part-time job. So, I'd kind of do the funding for the vitamins, and then I realized I need a little more assistance with that. So that's kind of like where the project came to be, trying to receive donations to help these women.
So once you receive a bottle of prenatal vitamins, walk us through that process. How does that look? You receive the bottle, and then how does it get to its final destination?
Okay, so if somebody contributes a prenatal vitamin bottle, or they contribute a donation, which I use to get a vitamin bottle, I will actually ship it with my dad's company. So that's a big advantage that I have, that 100% of the profits that I make through the Teddy Bear Project go directly to buying the bottles. Like, I don't put any money into shipping costs, fortunately. So after that, I have volunteers over there, because once my cousin kind of introduced me to everybody working there, I got a feel for it, and some other young adults became intrigued in the project, and they started helping me out. So they receive the vitamin bottles over there. I have 2 volunteers, Moises Perez and Ruth Bell. They're amazing. They've been I'm so grateful to have them over there, because without them, I'm not over there, so this wouldn't be possible without them. And so they're there in the ambulatory. The group of pregnant women, of the expectant mothers, gather once a week, and then we'll give them their monthly dosage, their monthly prenatal vitamin bottle at one of their meetings.
Okay, so if you think of the span of a pregnancy, it's 9 months. You need a bottle per month.
Yeah.
One pregnant woman would need 9 bottles.
Yeah.
So you could see how just helping out 10, that starts to multiply. And I think if everyone can help out and bring 1 bottle, 2 bottles, look at the impact it would have.
Yeah.
Now, what are the consequences of them not receiving these vitamins? We all know in the U.S. it's like assumed you take a prenatal vitamin, the doctor prescribes it. Folic acid, I know, is one of them. But what are some of the things that, by not taking these vitamins, foregoing that opportunity that we all have here in the U.S., that they don't have? What happens to them if they don't take this?
There's so many consequences, and again, it's such a trivial thing and subject that anything could happen. But for a woman that can't even get bread or grains, like struggles to get that, to not be able to get vegetables or fruit is a major thing. And I mean, the consequences of not getting enough calcium, iron, folic acid range from malformations, birth defects, anemia for both the pregnant woman and the child, premature birth, and a lot of the times even stillbirth, which is a very sad thing, but unfortunately very common in a country where there's not enough nutrients for a woman to feed both herself and her child.
So now the bright side of this is that you have made such an impact just in the beginning stages of this project. There have been several babies born that you have assisted through the process. Tell us about that.
So far we have 5. We call them teddy bear babies. So we have 5 babies, and I'll get the picture sent over. They're so beautiful and so healthy. And I don't know, it just makes me so happy to see these children being born into a country where there's so much poverty, but I can feel like I gave them a chance at life, some sort of hope, because there's just so much turmoil going on, and they're just born so beautifully and healthy. And the number one wish I know, I mean, I'm not a mother, obviously. It's a long time until I am. But from what I hear and what I can imagine, you know, the number one wish of a mom is to have a healthy child.
And the best gift you could give someone is their health and the opportunity to grow up healthy and strong. So I understand, too, that you've engaged the local hospitals, too, in donating not just prenatal vitamins, but other things as well.
So we have been very lucky to get donations from some suppliers from local hospitals. So we've gotten over 400 baby bottles and over 400 Pedialyte bottles of formula. So that's very important for dehydrated babies, which suffer from diarrhea and basic dehydration that babies go through. I mean, just to get, you know, something that's not really available. I mentioned it to my grandfather, who's a doctor. He's a cardiologist. And he said he hasn't seen Pedialyte over there in like 5 years. So just to give them something that's so simple and helpful in the U.S., but really scarce in a country like Venezuela.
So maybe that could be a second part of your project.
Yeah,
Once
definitely.
the baby's born,
Yeah, I'd love
seek
to
continue that nutrition.
Yeah.
But step by step, right?
Yes, baby steps, yeah.
So how do we go about helping you? Is there an opportunity for the month of December? I would love for the club to support this wonderful cause. If everyone could think about donating a bottle or 2 of prenatal vitamins, there's going to be, I think it's a purple box. Is it a purple box?
Yes, like a basket, purple basket.
Purple basket. Where's that purple basket going to be?
In the office at Kendall Ice Arena.
In the office at Kendall Ice Arena for the month of December, if we could think about helping out these unborn babies and those expectant mothers, that just the gift of health all year long and at this time would be fabulous. I'm going to say that we would support that cause and help you in offering volunteer hours for those that do contribute a bottle of prenatal vitamins. And if you have friends or family that would like to contribute as well, this really is a nice cause. We know where it's going. Ariana tracks it from start to finish. There's no third parties. We see the recipients. No different than what we do to support Mary Lou and her orphanage as well. We know those children are getting the toys. We see them being delivered. They're not going to a third-party organization. So I think that's key, is that you see the end recipient, and you've already had these babies being born.
Yeah, and I'm just, I'm so grateful that you're helping me out with this, and that, you know, the more contributions, the more prenatal vitamins. I mean, 1 prenatal vitamin bottle is a month of added health and nourishment for a baby, and that means the world.
It does mean the world. And hopefully, by you forming this and doing these good deeds, we inspire others to do the same. It is true, you can make a difference. To just one person, you can make the difference. So join me in that cause. Ariana, I want to thank you so much.
Thank you so much
for joining us today. Is there anything else you'd like us to know?
Yes, so any of you watching that want to make a contribution or want to be in the spirit of giving this December, I just want you to think of your sisters, your cousins, your daughters, your mothers, And imagine them waking up in a country where you don't have basic access to nutrition or any way to nourish your baby, and you have 4 other kids to take care of. I just want you to think about that and maybe consider helping us with 1 prenatal vitamin bottle this December. Please follow us on Instagram at TBP Foundation for a closer look at what we're working on. And I want to thank Miami Figure Skating Club so much for helping me with this project and making these babies' and mothers' wishes come true.
Thank you so much, and we wish everybody a happy holiday season, and we look forward to seeing you out on the ice.